pleasure that I invite to stage our class valedictorian, Lucas Oberulter S.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you, Colin, for that incredible speech. It is an honor to be representing this incredible class of 2022. The last time that I was at a graduation ceremony, I stood in the gym of Vita Charter School 6 years ago, reading a speech in Spanish and bawling my eyes out. Speaking to those 100 people in the gym of my elementary school was an overwhelming task at the time, and my tears then showed it. Now I feel overwhelmed from facing the over 1,000 people here today, but also from the greater significance of this day, as this culmination feels so final. So I hope that you all can understand me, both because I will be speaking English and I will hopefully not be crying. Every day we are faced with a unique challenge, and we can use that challenge to learn and become a better version of ourselves. I know that each and every one of us has done that, at least in some aspect of our lives, throughout our time at the high school. No matter how apparent or how intense these challenges were, overcoming them makes this moment that much more impressive and hopefully that much sweeter. Our challenges have varied, some existing since we were born and some popping up over the last 4 years. We have all felt loss of varying degrees, which presents its own mental challenge. Some of our challenges involve others, and some of them come from within. I questioned even writing on this topic of personal struggles because I am awfully privileged and have not had to face the same level of obstacles that many of my peers have. But I think it is still important to recognize that every one of us had multiple moments or periods of time in which it felt like the world was working against us. Yet we have found our way here through all of it. Even with the challenges that we faced, I think that we were all able to find some form of personal success. Just within the school, we were fortunate to have a great number of opportunities to find this success. Active programs in every facet of education and beyond have given us the chance to #be involved. I was lucky enough to be a part of our soccer program, which gave me some of the most fought for and most meaningful success of my life. A lot of the success was simply due to the people surrounding me, but also because of the injuries and the losses that we fought through together. In the end, though, the reason we are all gathered here tonight is because of a much larger scale version of what I felt with my soccer team, or what you all may have felt with another organization. This year alone, we have faced so many challenges in what Mr. Lusk called the hardest year he's ever had. And for it to be hard for administration signifies that it was an exceptionally difficult time for us as well. In a time where global events seem to get more extreme, we must continue on with our normal lives. And as tired as I am of hearing about it, COVID-19 simply cannot be ignored. We have received over half of our high school education during a pandemic, trying to learn while staying safe at the same time. But we also still had the normal hurdles to overcome. Senioritis and procrastination are something that we all know all too well by now. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that goes away after the last day of high school. This speech may or may not have been written last night, finished just last night. Mr. Lusk knows that all too well. But regardless of that self-imposed obstacle, here we all are, eventually having put in the energy to complete that assignment and graduate. We have all accomplished something to be graduating now, even if it was something as little as overcoming some senioritis. We should all be proud of ourselves, but we are also making all of the guests here proud, along with the loved ones that are not with us today. The finish line is an incredible milestone in our lives, and it'd be silly to not recognize the enormity of this. While we may not have felt as unified as normal this year, I think that we now have a stronger bond than most classes before us, because of what we have endured to now be on this field together. We are all completing this stage of life as individuals with our own stories, but also as a whole that has accomplished so much and will continue to be resilient and grow. As we all move on to the next stage of our lives, I hope that we can embrace the obstacles that will inevitably pop up in our efforts to find where we fit into the world. Remember that this diploma would mean nothing if it hadn't taken 13 years of schooling and the hard moments that have come along with them. Even in something as insignificant as this speech, I now feel great having got through most of it, feeling the relief of hours of stress being lifted. Yet without that stress and the thoughtful deliberation, this speech would not mean as much to me. Before I finish, I want to use this chance to express my feelings of gratitude towards all of the staff and faculty in the high school and the district as a whole. From close relationships with sports coaches to my brief, wholesome interactions with the cafeteria staff, my experiences have been overwhelmingly positive. These adults have been the ones facilitating our growth through hard times by giving us the tools and the room to get to this point. Without them, I don't think it would be possible for any of us to be where we are today. Of course, they have faced many of the same challenges as we had the last couple of years, but at school, they always seem to put our needs and our growth first. And the crazy thing is that they will continue to do so for younger brothers and sisters as they've done for the generations before us. In the wake of the tragic school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, I also want to thank the staff and security teams for giving us a safe environment to learn. While I think that change is necessary on a larger scale, I'm grateful to our community that safety concerns as a common obstacle have remained relatively small. So with that, thanks again to all of my classmates, all of the parents, all of the staff, and a massive congratulations to the class of 2022.
As we went through a few things yesterday, I asked these folks how their speeches were coming. They said, pretty well. Working on it. I told Lucas, you can send it to me. I don't care if it's midnight. It's 11:59. I was sitting up, working on mine. I read his, didn't offer any edits. Lucas, Colin, Jack, Olivia, appreciate your words. Good evening. I'm Jeremy Lusk, principal of the Gettysburg Area High School. Before you, on this field, sits the class of 2022. Let's give them a round of applause. Love it. You deserve that. Those are your parents, your family members, your teachers, your supporters. They're here tonight, or maybe they're watching from home because they're proud. Proud of you. But before we turn our sole focus to you, it's important to take a moment to share a bit of gratitude. Thank you to our Board of School Directors. Your support of the students in this community is critical for the good of the community. In today's world, school is more challenging for both students and teachers than ever before. Education remains the most important tool to empower and to improve. Our institution, the Gettysburg Area High School, is the critical component of a community that needs high-quality citizens, employees, or potentially employers who are smart and who are skilled. Dr. Perrin, Dr. Lay, every one of our district's leaders, your work and dedication to the students of our schools make it possible for our community to look ahead with hope and optimism. Mrs. Kaywood, Mr. Rupp, thank you. Your passion becomes your driving force to do everything possible to better our school for students. Our staff and our students are lucky to have your committed leadership, and I'm grateful for your partnership. Teachers and all other school staff members, year after year, you are more and more deserving of praise. Through a pandemic and a renovation, through incredible educational change and challenge, you continue to focus on what matters most, these kids. You research and learn and plan. You instruct for engagement, assess for growth and achievement, discipline for positive change, pore over data, communicate and collaborate. Each day, again and again and again. In addition to growing students educationally, you continue to be a source of motivation, of strength, of compassion, of encouragement, of understanding. You do a job that many cannot, many will not, and your students are better for it, and I thank you. I also give thanks to my wife, Renee, and my family. Each year at this time from this podium, it seems fitting to do that. This family, my warrior family, takes a lot of time and energy. My family understands the importance of that. Parents, you're important. You have witnessed and played a part in the journey of these graduates, and you will remain important even as your role evolves. Tonight, congratulations goes to you, along with these graduates. Graduates, let's give them a round of applause. You deserve that. While we celebrate all of these students, it's important to highlight a particular group of students. They're listed on the center panel of our program. Here you'll see the names of students identified as our scholastic honor. The laude designation is Latin and means honor. Cum laude means with honor, and is reserved at Gettysburg for those who graduate in the top 10% of their class. Magna cum laude means with high honor and is for those who graduate in the top 5%. And finally, you will see 5 of our students graduating summa cum laude with highest honor. These students have finished in the top 2% of their class. Along with their diplomas, these students will receive medals for their accomplishments. Congratulations to them. Each year, in the months, weeks, days leading up to graduation, I ask myself, what do you need to say? I've always found what I felt to be the right words to share with each of my graduating classes. There are always a few of the same words, and there are always a few that seem fitting for the particular group. It's important to be reminded of the messages that we repeat over and over again. The importance of being here, being present. The importance of being involved in your community. The importance of being committed to the things that will actually bring positive meaning and results to your life. The importance of being kind, simply because you should. I remind all our graduates about the Warrior Way, and we hope you remember, even if it takes a few years to find appreciation in that. But each graduate, each graduating class is different. Each of you, unique. Your experiences are not the experiences of previous classes. Your experience is not the experience of the person sitting next to you. Unique. An original, precious blessing. That's you. Remember how special you are, and remember that you made it. You made it through extraordinary circumstances. Just like your classmates said. What started off as a normal freshman year was followed by anything but. COVID, closures, remote learning, sickness, distance, fatigue, renovations, even death. But also, in you, we saw cooperation, grit, resilience, growth, spirit, giving, and life. You've weathered storm after storm, and as a class, you've emerged with academic scholars, exceptional artists, amazing musicians, athletic champions, skillful and knowledgeable contributors of all types. You are arguably the most prepared group of graduates to move on from this school. You understand life and its many challenges. It's my hope that you've also found the wisdom that should follow the loss of life. With sadness, we reflect on a life that was and still is one of those unique souls from the class of 2022. Jay, who just might be visiting us right now, watching from an empty chair right over there. And possibly quite a few others who may be gone, but still watch over and care about our hearts. We remember you, and we move forward with growing wisdom and a better sense of what matters most in life. What matters most? That's the last question I ask you to ponder as a student of the Gettysburg Area High School. This is a question I would encourage you to revisit often, answer it, own it, and ask it again as often as you need. What matters most? At the beginning of the school year, Dr. Perrin asked us to consider what makes your feet hit the ground in the morning. For me, 2 answers in this order: my family and you. I'll end it with this. Each year I write something for the graduating seniors. I told your peers yesterday, I'm not a writer. It's amateur at best, but I do it for you. So here goes. It's titled, Warriors, Get Up. Because you felt so compelled from an early age, get up. Because it was a sunny day, or even if it's not, get up. Because someone deserving of your trust told you so, get up. Because opportunity is knocking, get up. Because you cannot seize the day unless you try, get up. Because someone you love is waiting for you, get up. Because your mind, body, and soul will benefit, get up. Because there's something new to learn somewhere else, get up. Because the world will not spend time feeling sorry for you, get up. Because someone else needs you, get up. Because you just might need a new perspective, get up. Because challenges lead to growth and obstacles are there to overcome, get up. Because there's a lot to be thankful for, get up. Because no one but you can keep you down, get up. Because justice doesn't happen idly, get up. Because there are places to explore, get up. Because your passions are calling, get up. Because you can make the world better if you choose to, get up. Because you've trained for the moment, get up. Because in the end, you're worth it, get up. Because you're surrounded by supporters, get up. Because the stage of life is waiting for you to walk, get up. I just gave you 22 reasons, 22, that's you, to get up. Dr. Perrin, I present Gettysburg Area High School's class of 2022. Get up. Go Warriors.
Lucas Samuel Oberholzer Hess, summa cum laude. Anne Marie Bear, summa cum laude. John Liam Delaney, summa cum laude. Alexandra Gail Schultz, summa cum laude. Devin R. Platt, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Yingling, magna cum laude. Ava Caroline Bankert, magna cum laude. Joseph Aaron Wagner, magna cum laude. Ethan William Wagner, magna cum laude. Natalie Witherow Hurwich, magna cum laude. John Thomas Flaherty, magna cum laude. Leah Teresa Bordado, cum laude. Eliza Whitson Kellett, cum laude. Abigail Patricia Blaney, cum laude. Zachary Ryan Green, cum laude. Rachel Tiger Lily Frenette, cum laude. Olivia Aphrodite Tasso, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Scavito, cum laude. Logan Arthur Newell, cum laude. Ethan Edward Kaiser, cum laude. Adam Wesley Myers, cum laude. Caroline Nicole Roy, cum laude. Presenting Caroline's diploma is her mother and James Getty's teacher, Nicole Roy. Christopher Jeremiah Boone, cum laude. Brianna Alyssa Abate. Malachi Latcher Abma. Cody Wyatt Aplanelp. Alim Ayman Ahmad. Lily Francisca Allen. Ajani Anderson. Ella Grace Andres. Jenna Faith Ardeezer. Colin David Arnold. Andrew Jonathan Bach. Leah Elizabeth Baddock. Andrew Scott Bear. Brianna Elizabeth Becker. Olivia Ann Bellinger. Aiden Dean Bertram. Michael Lawrence Biba. Hayden Reed Bigham. Samuel Carlos Biggles. Trevor Nathaniel Black. Bryce Connor Bladen. Gavin Michael Boone. William Paul Boyer. Hannah Elizabeth Brainerd. Jonah Matthew Brainerd. Lydia Faith Brown. Kai Danyar Broyles. William Everett Brubaker. Austin Vaughn Brumgard. Madison Lynn Buckley. Samantha Marie Burton. Peter Samuel Carlson. Evelyn Cejudo. Kalia Maria Patricia Cervantes. Madison Paige Chapman. Esmeralda Solano Chavarria. Jose Luis Chavarria Chimelpopoca. Jacob Thomas Cherry. Leon Ludwig Chronister. Ryan Nathaniel Clayton. Madison Grace Koblenz. Zane Michael Cohan. Andrew Martin Cole. Elena Faith Collins. Anthony Luis Colon. Austin Tyler Cooley. Lauren Kayla Cotter. Garrett David Crowner. Julian Amador Cruz. Clayton Allen Davis. Shayna Lynn Davis. Auden Blaze Day. Zebulon David Deerdorf. Grant Stefan Defoe. Aubrey Taylor DeFries. Lizbeth Diaz. Angel Fernando Diaz Castaneda. Everett Michael Dooner. Bridget Duffy. Liam Patrick Dwyer. Carly Alexis Eckhart. John Mark Egloff III. Finn Kessel Entwistle. Cameron Page Felix. Jimena Alejandra Fonseca Estrada. Noah Matthew Fontaine. Steve Christopher Forbes Jr. Amber Nicole Fouché. Jared Anthony Lee Funt. Trevor Stephen Gallagher. Andy Garcia Cruz. Emilio Richard Garcia. Andrew Tyler Gasly. Madeline Grace Gaydon. Danielle Elizabeth Gebler. Colleen Ann Gilio. Nathan Daniel Galladay. Charles Christopher Green. Angel Nicole Grimm Hawes. Robert Logan Groves. Alana Grace Margaret Geis. Jasmine E. Hager. Michael Joseph Hankey. Jacob August Hansen. Emily Grace Hawkins. Catherine Nicole Heflin. Sean Joseph Herkowski. Brianna Marie Heber. Abigail Reese Hill. Liliana Starr Hodemaker. Joshua Joel Huff. Lillian May Jacoby. Kimberly Jimenez. Gunnar Alexander Jewell. Deepinder Kaur. Connor Robert Cahoe. Robert Lee Kelly. Caitlin Claire Ketterman. Presenting Caitlin's diploma is her mother and Lincoln Elementary teacher, Emily Ketterman. Braden Michael Francis Kent. Madison Marie Nur. Dominic Charles Kramer. Chloe Josephine Kreitz. Emma Jocelyn Lavalle. Trenton Michael Leake. Summer Grace Leffler Booth. Montana Sky Lewis. Caleb Allen Jeter Leininger. Harley D. Livingston. David Lopez. Sim Mabekye. Connor Garrett Manning. Jocelyn Marcos. Caitlin Marin. Isaac Daniel Mazur. Kindle Tigger McCormick. Grace Kaylee McDaniel. Daquan Landon McGee. Rachel Elizabeth McKinney. Amelia Hope Michaels. Barrett Elise Miller. Asia Monet Miller Wansel. Matthew Jameson Monroe. Jacob Logan Mosley. Taylor Lane Moylan. Brandon Ross Myers Golden. Ella Marie Carlson Natter. Grace Elizabeth Neller. Haley Ambrosia O'Connor. Chase Yun Min O'Malley. Autumn Sky Oster. Liam Patrick Palmer. Joseph Tyler Paris Vivaldi. Caleb Nathaniel Park. Juan Para Castro. Sean Jeffrey Pert. Vincenzo Pellerito. Miles Rose Piccarelli. Tyler Jacob Plank. Peyton Allen Poole. Jiao Kulo Powell. Elena Marie Punchard. Anthony De Jesus Ramirez. Daniela Ramirez. Gianni Ramirez. Trenton James Ramirez Heller. Presenting Trenton's diploma is his mother and high school budget administrative assistant, Stephanie Wenner. Cole Patrick Redding. Sean Patrick Reinhard. Franklin Gregory Richardson. Atlee Lawrence Reardon. Simone Inez Marie Rivera. Audrey Lynn Robertson. Megan Robles Artiega. Samuel Elijah Rodriguez. Grace Lynn Romaine. Adriana Araceli Salazar. Hope Renee Sanders. Kelsey Marie Sanders. Nicholas William Sando. Francisco Lorenzo Sandoval. Michael William Schneider. Jenna Dare Schulteis. Jeremiah Christian Scott. Tyler Sterling Lee Sigmund. Presenting Tyler's diploma is his father and board member, Tim Sigmund. Bryce Robert Servant. Sky Elizabeth Schelleman. Gabriella Marie Schelleman Wetzel. Mason Andrew Martin Shull. Dylan Matthew Seibert. Hunter Randall Silver. Joshua James Skrutsky. Anna Jean Sleba. Beatrice Slevin Trigo. Samuel Joyner Smith. Amaria Courtney Snyder. Daniel Robert Spangler. Sierra Marie Steiner. Franz Stengel. Landon Jennings Stewart. Nova Lynn Stifler. Daniel Orion Stoner. Presenting Daniel's diploma is his father and high school teacher, Royce Stoner. Claire Mackenzie Stover. Sydney Lee Stoltz. Joseph William Tassin. Hunter Clark Toston. Isabella Emmeline Trujillo. Henry Edward James Tushik. Kaya Elaine Vale. Mason Rain Van Dyke. Erica Renee Vargas. Christopher James Wagner. Catherine Sophia Wagner. Trinity Anna Marie Wajda. Elliot Marcus Walker. Erica Kristen Warner. Julie Marie Warnick. John Douglas Allen Watkins. Jane Catherine Waybright. Allison Elizabeth Marie Weishauer. Caitlin Renee Wyvel. Hayden Robert Yon. Jaylene Zapata. Jesus Zatina Gomez.
Another hand for our graduates. At this time, the Vice President of our Board of Education, Dr. Al Moira, will place the academic medallion on the school flag. Will the Gettysburg Area High Schools class of 2022 please rise? In accordance with the standards of the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the policies and regulations of the Gettysburg Area Board of School Directors, and by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, it is my honor and pleasure to declare the 136th class of Gettysburg Area High School graduates. You may now move your tassel to the left. Congratulations.
And graduates, be ready to follow us out. Go Warriors.